Hi, this is Alan from ribbonfarm.org. We're going to be working on it. What I'm going to be showing you right now is how to take a piece of capacitive thread, it conducts electricity from your body, sew it into your pair of gloves that you already own, so you don't have to go out and buy the fancy kind that lets you use your smartphone, and then you'll be able to use it with your iPhone, Android, whatever you got. So here we go. So I went ahead and already threaded the needle here just so you don't have to watch me do that infinitely slowly on camera. I'm going to take a length of thread about 1 foot, and the process is actually very simple. We're going to try to save having to turn the glove inside out until the very end. So what we're going to do is pinch the glove a little bit like this so we can get the needle into the finger about halfway down, and this metallic thread is going to kind of go through the inside, and what we're going to do is come up just by the seam on the very tip of the index finger for this glove. And our thread is going to kind of tail out like this. And you can see I don't pull it all the way through, but I leave a little bit of a tail so I can catch that later and tie my knot. So I'm just going to make a couple quick loops here around the tip of the finger. And I just have to make sure, essentially, that I'm going to be able to touch the thread on the inside with the tip of my finger, as well as touch the phone on the outside with the thread that is now exposed. If you have rubber grips or anything like that on the tips of your fingers, you might want to avoid them or even take them off, just because they can interfere with this if they just make it so the thread can't contact the surface of the phone. So just a couple loops is all we really need to do. And then I'm going to go back inside the finger like this. Again, just traveling through the air a little bit until I can resurface out of the finger and pull the needle all the way through. Great. And then I can cut this off, and now since there's plenty of thread here, I can still do another finger afterwards. And now the last part is to turn this inside out, just that one finger. You can see the two pieces that we left inside there, and then now they're pulled out of the part where we had left them embedded in the middle of the finger, and now just here near the tip we're going to tie a kind of a loose knot and then a couple stiffer knots, just because we don't want to tighten up the loops that we made around the seam, but we do want to make sure this knot doesn't come out while we're using it. So now we make some harder knots. So we have a couple. Excellent. So now just turn this back, right side in. And now you leave all that excess thread inside the glove because it gives you more surface area for your finger to contact and for the thread essentially to be charged. So, here we go.